We just got out of Hurry Up Tomorrow, and this is our CineFile out of theater reaction. I wanted to like it. Yeah. The cinematography fucked me up, but I enjoyed hating it. Does that make sense? So like I can appreciate the effort on it, right, but it bugged me the entire time, and it became too much, and most of the movie became too much. But that nigga concert was popping. That first time he came out, I was like, yeah, this shit cold. But yeah, the psychological stuff just took me too deep, and I didn't enjoy that too much. So
I really liked it because I thought it had multiple meanings to it. You know, not just from the ending or just the middle. I think the whole story had like a big meaning to it. You know what I mean? From the beginning, right? It just enters this whole world of The Weeknd, you know, like how he prepares himself for a concert and such. Then we enter Lee. So I feel like there's two main concepts in this movie that you need to lock into. You might not catch it immediately. You might not like realize it until the end, but it will make sense once you start thinking about it that way, right? So I feel like once you lock those two in and you like mesh into that a little bit more, you can appreciate the movie a little bit more. It is the Weeknd movie, you know? This is about him. This is about what he's trying to tell us onto the screen. This is what we've been waiting for, the finale of this story.
And I didn't know until she played Blinding Lights. I didn't know he was playing himself.
So that adds like a whole twisted parallel view to this, you know? And that's why, like, you know, like you said with the cinematography, I feel like with the sound, with the music, or like even the acting and the direction, everything is just so damn intense because we're viewing it from the Weeknd's eyes, you know? Not in a mean way if you're watching this. You are a crybaby, but I'm a crybaby too. But us crybabies, we're melodramatic, you know? And what we just saw on screen was just a melodramatized version of how he views things, you know, mentally in real life and just, you know, all over.
I love your point of view about this movie because I come from the complete opposite side. I know nothing about The Weeknd. I know nothing about this movie. I went into it totally blind. I know nothing about the story. I don't really follow him as an artist. Like the only songs I know is the hit shit on the radio.
Right,
and, I'm not a fan of him, and I'm not a fan of him. To me, he's just another.
He's just a guy.
Just another artist in our spinning rock on this earth. So I didn't know what I was getting into, but everything you said made sense.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed it. I go to movies all the time. I love going to movies, and I didn't know this was based on him, but I found out way sooner than you did. But I'm a big fan of Jenna Ortega. It was intense. The sound, the cinematography, I loved it about it. I loved what it was doing to my sensory viewing, and it was just not trippy, but it was taking me there. Wherever you say he has to go to prepare for his concerts.
Well, because I was gonna say, you notice when he's like prepping for his shows, or like when he's out partying, the camera's just doing a 360, or like the camera's losing focus.
Yes, it was like that for all his partying and stuff like that.
You notice how the camera's more locked in, how it's more steady, because we're more comfortable within his view.
Okay.
But this is because we're experiencing the real Weeknd. This is the hidden story behind closed curtains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, man, you're putting your thoughts perfectly, especially for, like I said, for someone who knows nothing about him.
Right.
You made all that shit make sense. I didn't know this movie was supposed to be a representation of, his album or a continuing concept of whatever. I had no idea, but shit, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know him just a little bit more, but like I said, I don't follow him. So this was just interesting to see.
Just
it was
a deep dive into a stranger, you know what I mean?
And that's my thing. The dive was a little too deep for me. Like, it was exhausting to watch. You know what I mean? And it was a roller coaster I didn't enjoy being on.
I thought it was a fun ride.
I was going to say, but you can't slander a movie just because you don't understand it and then try to promote that movie saying, oh, it's understandable to everyone. No. You just got to say, I didn't get it, but y'all can love that.
Right.
Everyone's problem right now is they're trying to promote this. Is this the most terrible movie ever? No. I feel like going forward that people need to like do better. If you're going to, you know what I mean?
This movie's getting dragged through the mud on social media, and I've been seeing that. But I still, like I said, don't know anything about The Weeknd, not a fan, didn't know anything about the movie, saw bad reviews, but I'm still go see it for my eyes so I can give it my interpretation. And guess what? I liked it.
So 3,
that's what
2, 1.
Wow.
Oh.